Hi, this is Lesley Kendall, registered dietitian at Schneck Medical Center, and I've got a quick weeknight recipe for you to try. What I've got here is 2 teaspoons of sesame seed oil that you can get at the store. And we're going to add a pound of ground beef and just brown that as you normally would. So as we let that brown, we're going to add a few ingredients to make a sauce, and that will be 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of honey, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, or you could also use an alternative such as almond butter, 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar, some garlic powder, 1 teaspoon, and then we'll add about 1 more teaspoon of the sesame oil. So this is a lean ground chuck. You can also use ground round if you want something that's a little bit more lean. Or a ground chicken or a ground turkey would also work very well for this recipe. I've got this on about medium to high heat until we can get the ground beef browned. So we'll give this about another minute. And then I'll take just a second to drain off a little bit of the excess grease. So once we've drained the grease off, then we can start our sauce. And we're going to turn our heat down just a little bit. So we're going to add 4 tablespoons of soy sauce. And I'm using a reduced sodium just because it still has good flavor, but if you're wanting to watch your sodium, this is a good way to do that. Then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of honey. And honey is always a good ingredient for stir-fry sauces. It gives us some sweetness. Also acts like a little bit of a thickening agent as well. And to add a little bit of Asian flair, we're going to add some peanut butter. You're also welcome to use like an almond butter or cashew butter, whatever you prefer. Start getting that stirred up. Smells really good. And we'll add a tablespoon of rice vinegar. If you don't have that, you can substitute white vinegar. And then the recipe calls for 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. If you've got fresh garlic, you could also use that as well. And then we're going to add that last teaspoon of sesame oil, which will give it a really good flavor. So we're going to heat this over low heat. And so we don't overcook the beef. We are going to set it aside, and you can put it in a bowl or a plate. And then we're going to add our shredded cabbage. Add about a teaspoon more of the sesame oil. And about 2 cups of shredded cabbage. I'm using coleslaw mix just to be a time saver since it's already shredded. And we're just going to stir fry this over a medium heat for about 2 to 3 minutes. Just enough to get the cabbage and the carrots a little bit tender. So you want to cook the cabbage until it begins to soften, which would look about like this, and we'll go ahead and plate it up and serve the beef over the shredded cabbage. And this is a good low carb stir fry recipe. It's quick, easy for a weeknight. And you can garnish with some chopped green onion and a few sesame seeds.